Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Jasina Vathita Mastu, Ma Vidyusha Vahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Eka Evatma Mantavyo, Jagra Swapna Sushuptishu, Sthanatraya Vyatitasya, Punarjanmana Vidyate. Eka evatma mantavyo jagra swapna sushuptishu sthanatraya vyatitasya punarjanmana vidyate. Eka evatma mantavyaha jagra swapna sushuptishu. Jagra Swapna Sushuptishu Eka Eva Atma Iti Mantavyaha. Simple. In Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti, Atma is one and the same. This is to be Mantavyaha, is to be contemplated or is to be thought of. You repeatedly think thus, that Atma is the same in Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti. See, here Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti, they are used to mean not only Jagra, Swapna and Sushupti, but to mean different states in our life, like Shaishava, Balya, Kaumara, Yauvana and Vardhakya. When waking state is there is no dream state. When dream state is there is no waking state. Nor is there deep sleep. Likewise, in deep sleep there is no waking, nor is there dream. So all these three states are entirely different and independent. They are independent, entirely different. And the experience we are having are entirely different. Because we are having gross experience in waking state, whereas our experience is subtle in dream state. And in deep sleep we cannot say whether it is subtle or gross, but this much only we know, that I knew nothing, but there was some sort of happiness which I cannot even explain. Unexplainable happiness or a sort of bliss was there within. I knew that. I was in a blissful state. And from our experience we know these avasthas or states, and the experiences in that avasthas are entirely different. For one who was staying with so many difficulties like hunger, thirst or sickness, and when he enters deep state, if he is getting sumptuous food or he is experiencing as if he is a healthy man, that is true in that state. If a man having much hunger, when he enters dream state and eat, or he gets much different types of food items and having a feast, he is happy. He is happy in that state. And when he comes again to the waking state, he is that old man of hunger. No feast, nothing, no happiness. And this will happen vice versa also. That means the states and the experiences in these states differs. There is no connection. There is no any comparison. But we know for ourselves, I was the experiencer in that state, and I am the experiencer in this state. So both Jagrat and Swapna, waking and dream, they are entirely different. But one who experienced both, that I am that. I have experienced, I am the experiencer. There is no doubt. So stage differs, but the experiencer is the same. There is no difference. In the same way, we can think about the deep sleep state also. In the deep sleep, we are having or we are getting some sort of bliss, highest happiness. That is our experience. That is our experience. And the same I or same myself who had waking state and dream state had this experience also. So the experiences differs, stage differs, but the experiencer is the one and the same. So that is to be thought of. Jagra Swapna Sushuptishu. In waking, in dream and in deep sleep, Eka Eva Atma. The self is one and the same. This is to be mantavya, considered. This is to be thought of. So difference of avasthas and the Purusha who is experiencing. And the non-difference in that experiencer. These things we have to consider. So this realization comes irrespective of differing or changing avasthas. I am the non-differing entity. I am the unchanging entity. Sthanatraya vyatitasya. By this analysis, we are going above avasthatraya. Because avasthas, these three states are three positions through which I am traveling. These are coming and going. When Jagrat is there, Swapna is not there. When Swapna is there, Jagrat is not there. When deep sleep is there, both are not there. Like that. So they are moving. I am the unmoving principle. They are changing. I am unchanging. And the experiences of these three states are differing, but I am the non-differing entity. So, sthanatraya vyatitasya, one who has gone above, vyatitaha, who has gone above, who has transcended these three sthanas. Actually, these three sthanas are what you call Tripuras. You know Tripura? Name of Bhagavan Lord Shiva is Tripurari. Purari, Purandhara. He killed Tripurasuras. There are three Puras. Pura means a big city. Big city. So in the Purana it is said there were three asuras called Tripurasuras. They did penance after their severe austerities and tapas. They were given boon and they asked for that nobody in this world can kill us. Then Brahma said, no, it cannot be given. There must be some condition, some conditional immortality I can give. That you can move in three puras, three cities. One city is made of gold, the other is made of silver, and the other is made of loha, copper. Copper or iron. So this will travel through the atmosphere or space. All the time they will be moving. When in some occasions these three will come in one line. And then only, if somebody can kill all these three, then you will die. Otherwise there is no death for you. And Bhagavan Lord Shiva burned all three puras. That is the Purana story. But actually, according to Upanishad, these three puras are Jagra, Swapna and Sushupti we are moving in. We are Tripurasuras. How we are Asuras? We are finding joy, enjoyment in pranas. Asu means prana. We are Asuras. As long as we are finding happiness and enjoyment in the sensual plane only, we are Asuras. Because Asushu Ramate the Asuraha. One who is finding rejoice or happiness or enjoyment in Asus, pranas is a Asura. So Tripura Asuras. One, the Asura who is moving in these three puras. How it is happening? Only because of identifications. That is, we are identifying ourselves with these states of experience. We are not at all discriminating the experiencer from the experienced. That is why these identifications comes. So when the discrimination dawn within, then identification goes. That is sthanatraya vyatitaha. One who has gone above these three states, Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti. That means I am not Vishwa, I am not Taijasa and I am not Prajna. Or waking state is not my real state, Swapna state is not my real state, Sushupti state is not my real state. My real state is above these three. That means above three means Turiya. I am Turiya. One who has that knowledge, one who has that realization, he is called Sthanatraya Vyatitaha, who has gone above these three sthanas, Jagra, Swapna and Sushupti. So living in these three sthana means nothing but identifying ourselves with this. So one who has gone above these identifications, he is Sthanatraya Vyatitaha. What is the benefit he is getting or what he is becoming? Tasya punarjanmana vidyate. For him there is no rebirth. There is no rebirth. What is the meaning of getting rebirth? There are many levels of explanation. One is, as long as you have that identification with body, mind, intellect complex, these upathis, you are accumulating so many samskaras with your work. As long as you have this body, you must work. When you are in this body, you must work. No other way than working. So each and every work you are doing will create a sort of a, what you call samskara within you. You are accumulating, going on accumulating samskaras. And the samskara will naturally become vasanas. Vasana means tendencies. Samskaras are impressions. Impressions of karma. From these impressions, tendencies will naturally sprout. And these tendencies will propel you to do the work again according to that samskara. So, karma, samskara, vasana, karma, samskara, vasana, that cycle of karma goes. That will go on. When it is the physical body you have accepted, you have to discard. If birth is there, death must come. You have accepted this body, so you must give it up. So that is death. But at the time of death, the samskaras which are accumulated within your sukshma sharira, that is your subtle body, is still there. Then you have to take another gross body according to that samskara, as is well explained in Kathopanishad, Yoni manye prapadyante sharirattvaya dehina sthanu manyenu samyandi yatha karma yatha shrutam. According to the samskara you accumulated within you, you have to take newer and newer births. That is rebirth. And from another angle, if you analyze very clearly, or very the subtle planes, if we observe, we can see, or we can say, that each and every identification with objects is a birth. Your identification with body-mind complex, your identification with different experiences, they are birth actually. So in a day itself we are having thousands of birth and death, of course. See, one after another, waves of thought are coming and going. They are appearing and disappearing in the wave, in the ocean of our thought. There is an ocean, and in that ocean waves are coming and going. Like that, in the mental stuff, so many waves are coming and going. Each and every appearance of a wave, thought wave, is a birth. Each and every disappearance of a thought wave is a death. Because when we are identifying with our thought, we are having a birth. We are taking birth. So, punarjanmana vidyate never means you won't have another birth. No. Its real meaning is your identifications with this will end. Because for a man of knowledge, he is not at all concerned about birth and death. If 1,000 birth comes, he is welcoming, he is ready to welcome. If 1,000 birth goes, he is ready to welcome that also. Because both are not his matters. Because he is above birth and death. He knows na jayate mriyate. Never Atma is taking birth or taking death. He knows that. So, this birth and death is simply identifying with so many thought waves. Just think in that stretch. So, punarjanmana vidyate means he will not identify anymore with Jagrat or Swapna or Sushupti. Then where he will be? He will be residing in himself. Full. You got that?
Yeah, but I still have the question, like, physically, actually, when someone has knowledge and they know they're not doer, then they won't have the karma to take another body after the body passes, right? Also.
That is there.
Okay.
That is why first we explained so.
Now going deeper.
First explanation is that.
Yes.
Because as long as karma is there, you have to come. When your time is finished here, you have to take another body. And birth after birth will come. That is there. We are not saying, no, such a thing is not there. But from a still higher point of view, if we observe birth and death, each day we are having so many birth and death. All these are matters of identifications with what you are identifying yourself. So when one realizes that I am Chit, I am Ananda, I am Sat, you are above this drama. So going above this drama of birth and death, that means false identifications with objects, the subject-object, dual play. That is moksha. So for a Mukta Purusha, he is ready to accept 1,000 birth. He is ready to accept 1,000 death also. Because both cannot touch him. Priya priye nasprushataha. Him, Priya and Apriya cannot touch him. Both cannot touch him. He is above both. So sthanatraya vyatitasya, one who is above, one who is residing above these three states of consciousness, say waking, dream and deep sleep, for him there is no birth and death. He is above the cycle of birth and death. He is above this transmigratory cycle. That never means he is dead. No. He is still in the world. If he is dead, there will be no teachers to teach Vedanta. He is still living in this world. He will be in the world, but he will be outside the world. Because in the world means you are identifying with the world. You are binding yourselves with the world. No, that is not with him. He is above this. But
in the waking state, Jivan Mukta Purusha knows that even though the appearances of duality, the knowledge is of Advaitam, but that awareness of who I am as that universal, unlimited consciousness, that awareness, for Jivan Mukti, does it go also in dream and deep sleep? We can't say that awareness of who I am, even for Jivan Mukta, is retained in dream and deep sleep, no?
In your, you are seeing a dream.
Yes.
In that dream, a lion pounds upon you.
Yes.
And with a shock you are crying. Why?
Because I believe it's real.
No, not that you believe it real. Because lion is attacking you.
Yes.
That means that you are there in the dream state.
Yes.
Which you? The same you who
Yes.
was experiencing the waking state. If you know for certain this is another person, then you will not cry in a shock. So there is no doubt that the same personality, same I-ness is going to the other state also. That is the dream state. So there is no doubt in you. In the same way, a Jivan Mukta, when he goes to dream state, he knows I am he. I am. There is no doubt in that. Jivan Mukta is a Jivan Mukta both in waking and dream. And in the case of deep sleep, all are Jivan Muktas.
All what?
Jivan Muktas.
All Jivan Muktas.
No. All are Jivan Muktas.
Oh.
All creatures of
Where? In deep sleep.
But we don't have that self-awareness.
No. You don't have self-realization, but you are experiencing bliss.
Yeah. But we don't have self-awareness. We don't know.
But you have that. You do not have self-knowledge, but you have that bliss in that state.
Yeah.
Whether you are a scholar or you are ignorant, there is no difference in deep sleep. So in deep sleep, both a Jivan Mukta and an ignorant man are same. Both are Jivan Muktas. But the problem comes when this identification comes. Because in deep sleep there is no identification with anything. Tatra mata amata bhavati, pita apita bhavati.
Yeah.
Their mother is not mother, their father is not father. That means there is no identification. As there is no identification, all are Jivan Muktas there. But the problem is, the wheel of Ajnana was there. The curtain of ignorance was still there. So, an ignorant man, when he comes to waking state, he is an ignorant man. Whereas, a Jivan Mukta coming out of Sushupti to waking state, he knows. He is not an ignorant man. He has that knowledge. So, he is above these three avasthas. But, when we take this state only, that Sushupti only, all are equal there. That is why in the Upanishad, it says, Esha Sarveshwara, Esha Sarvajna, Sarvasya Prabhavapeyav hi Bhutana. In the deep sleep state, everybody is Ishvara himself. Esha Sarveshwara, Esha Sarvajna. So says Upanishad. There is no difference. Difference comes when you come to the gross and subtle planes of existence. That is waking and dream state.
But how can we say Sarvajna and at the same time say I slept well, I don't know anything? Because it's
No.
one is ignorance, the other is knowledge, no?
See, Sarvajna means he knows.
Yeah.
But even a Jivan Mukta has to travel through these states as long as his Prarabdha Sharira is there. His body made of Prarabdha is there.
Yeah.
So he must live in this. As long as he must live in this, he will have Jagra, Swapna and Sushupti. But the difference is, he is not identifying himself with some other things,
Yeah.
as we do. And these identifications are only in two states, Jagrata and Swapna, not in Sushupti. Even an ignorant man experiences that bliss. We are saying ignorance is there. No, in that state he is not aware of that. When we come back from Sushupti to Jagrat, then we are remembering, oh, I was so ignorant in that state, I didn't know anything. Not in that stage. In that stage all are equal, similar.
So Jivan Mukta.
That is why it is a Prajnana Ghana.
Yeah.
This is prajnana ghana. There is no difference between anybody. But when he returns to waking state, he knows I do not know. Whereas Jivan Mukta know, I know. So he is not bound by these avasthas. So he is above these three avasthas.
Okay. And just like Jivan Mukta does not identify with the waking body, physical body, he also does not identify with the dream body.
He is not identifying.
He knows.
He is not identifying.
Okay.
He knows I am above this.
In the dream, he knows.
He knows.
Full awareness is there in the dream. Okay.
There is no doubt in that. There is no doubt. Why such a doubt came?
I just never thought about it before.
No, there is no doubt in that.
I just never thought about it before. Actually, I had a dream before where I knew I was dreaming. And I thought, oh, this is just a dream, so I can do anything. I can fly around and do this and that. It's just a dream. I don't have to be afraid of anything. But such a thing is very rare because usually when I have a dream, I know I think it's real. I'm very deceived by the dream.
Maybe a good dream or a bad dream.
Yeah, good or bad.
So, Jivan Mukta is a Jivan Mukta in Jagrat and Swapna. Whereas in Sushupti, all are same.
Okay.
Because there is no identification in Sushupti. These identifications comes in Jagrat and Swapna.
So only there is a pleasure, nothing else we find.
Nothing else. There is nothing
There
else.
is no sadness.
That is why everybody is eager to have that state.
Oh, that's right.
We are working here because we don't have another way.
Yes.
That is, we are working here. Nidaiga lambadaha, like a bird flying here and there for food and all. In the evening, he's have only one thing, one thought. There is nothing else within. I have to reach my place. I have to reach my nest. Nidaiga lambadaha. Like that, we are getting rid of all other identifications and are going to have deep sleep. And there we are getting the ultimate happiness also. Everybody, whether you are ignorant or whether you are a scholar. And there is no difference in that state.
You forget all worldly worries. Everything.
There is nothing.
Nothing. A new life on the next day.
So daily you are having that.
But Karana Sharira is Maya. And Jivan Mukta is Trigunatita. No?
Atita means?
Beyond. Transcend Triguna. So
That means Maya is not there?
no, of course it's there, but not under.
Yeah, that is the thing. It is there. He know I am not bound by it.
Yeah.
I am not bound by it. So he is above this, Tanatraya Vyatita.
Yeah.
One who is above these three states. I am moving through these three states. I am not bound by these three. He knows. That is Thanatraya Vyatita. Tasya Punarjanma na vidyate. For him there is no rebirth. Each and every rebirth is identifications with the different objects, different avasthas.
So men should not be afraid of rebirth.
We are having rebirth daily.
That's right. But even what is it?
Daily we are having rebirth. I am a new man today.
Yes.
And whenever I am identifying myself with so many thought waves, I am having newer and newer birth. This is going on like waves in an ocean. So that identification stops. Means there is no birth. One meaning. The first meaning is jnanagni dagdha karma. When all heaps of karma are burnt by jnana, the fire of jnana, then there is no more karma remaining and there is no need for birth. So that's also another meaning. So the same thing is reiterated again. Eka eva hi bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha ekadha bahudha chaiva drishyate jalachandravat. Eka eva hi bhutatma bhute bhute vyavasthitaha ekadha bahudha chaiva drishyate jalachandravat. Eka eva hi bhutatma. Bhutatma, bhutanam atma. Bhutatma means bhutanam atma, the self of all beings. Self of all beings, bhutatma. Eka eva hi. He, indeed, there is no doubt. Eka eva, one alone, one and the same. Kshetraknyam chapi mam vidhi sarva kshetreshu bharata. The kshetraknya residing in all kshetras. Just you think that I am. I am the kshetraknya residing in all kshetras, in all bodies. Bodies are different, but the indwelling principle is one. One and the same. So eka eva atma, eka eva hi bhutatma. The atma is same. The atma is same, self. Self of all beings is the same. Bhute bhute vyavastitaha. Then there comes a question, if self of all beings is the same, then how these varieties are there? How this differentiation is there? So answer is bhute bhute vyavastitaha. Bhute bhute, in different beings, it is vyavastitaha, it is being situated. Vyavastitaha means being situated. How? Ekatha bahudha chayeva. Ekadha means in one pattern. Bahudha means in different patterns. Like Jalachandravat. Jalachandravat. Moon reflected in
Water.
different waters. That means there is a pot, and in that pot there is water, and on the surface of that water Chandra is reflected, moon is reflected. If there is a pond, it is full of water, and on the surface of that the same moon is reflected. Somebody is throwing a stone there, waves comes, then the moon also moves in a regular form. Whereas at the same time the moon in this spot, it is standing still. And according to the color of the medium, the color of moon changes. According to the shape of the medium, the shape of the moon changes. Even though moon is the same, one and the same, and according to the vessels or containers in which that water is, the appearance of moon changes. There was, I have seen one mirror in the museum of Kurukshetra. In Kurukshetra Sri Krishna Museum, there is a mirror. When you look into that mirror, you will find your face in from different angles, entirely different shapes.
Fatty, thin.
Different.
Carnival
It's a funny thing to see. Your own face in different types, length, shape. Some round face, some lengthy face, some square face. Different.
Yes.
Same mirror. From different angle you see. Different visions you are getting about your face. Face is one, but reflections are many. Moon is one, reflections are many. Like that. Eka eva hi bhutatma. The self residing in all beings, or it is not a good translation. The being, the self of all beings, not residing, because there is nothing container contained. No. So the being, the self of all beings, that is the good translation. When we are translating self in all beings, then it will be something different. Because there is a contained and container relationship will come. Adhara, adheya relation. No. The self of all beings, that is eka eva hi. There is no doubt. To show that undoubted experience, he is used to that. Indeed, eka eva, one and the same. Bhude bhude vyavastira, in different bhutas, different beings, it is there. How? Ekatha bahuda jaiva. In one vessel, there is the reflection of moon. In another vessel, there is another reflection. So we put 1,000 vessels full of water, we will see 1,000 moons. So one single moon is manifested 1,000-fold. So bahudha. And not only in sankhya, shape, color, everything changes according to the medium, change in the medium. So, like that, the same Atma, same self, in different upadhis manifest differently. So if we are looking to the manifestation or the plane of manifestation, everything is different. Variety is there. Nanatva is there. Diversity is there. But if we are going deep into the being, then all diversity goes. That is the unity. That same principle which is manifested differently. This is the theory of oneness. This is the ultimate socialism and communism, not the other things. The essential entity is one and the same. Vedanta is the highest socialism and highest form of communism.
Right.
Here oneness is there. Nowhere else this oneness is proclaimed. That is the greatness of Vedanta. So, according to difference in instruments or upadhis, the same Atma is manifested differently. So when we are looking on the manifestations, everything, diversity rules, differences are there. But if we are looking into the into the being, inner self, that is one and the same. So it is like Ghada samvrutam akasham niyamane ghade yatha ghado niyetanakasha tatha jivo nabhopamaha. Ghada samvrutam akasham niyamane ghade yatha ghado niyetanakasha tatha jivo nabhopamaha. Ghada samvrudam akasham niyamane ghade yatha ghado niyeta na akashaha niyeta tatha jivaha nabhopamaha. So we are saying Ghadakasha. But the meaning of Ghadakasha, Akasha in a Ghada. Ghada is a pot. So the Akasha in a pot. Actually, there is no Ghadakasha. Ghada Vayu is there. Ghada Agni can be there. Ghada water can be there. Ghada earth can be there. But never there can be Ghada Akasha, because Akasha is not limited by Ghada. Inside and outside of that Ghada, Akasha is there. And even in the surface, Akasha is there. So inside the surface, outside the surface, and within that surface, Akasha is there. Actually, Ghada is in the Akasha. Akasha is not in the Ghada. But we are saying Ghadakasha. So, in the relative plane, Vyavaharic plane, we say Ghadakasha. So, Ghada samvrudam akasha. Ghadena samvrudam akasha. And akasham. Samvrudam means covered. Covered. Or limited. And akasha, a part of akasha limited by a ghada, limited by a pot. Or a part of akasha which is limited by a pot, covered by a pot. Actually it is not there. Pot is not covering or limiting akasha. Because inside and outside and in the surface of the pot, akasha is there. So it is not limiting akasha. Still we are seeing that. So, Ghada samvrudam akasha. Niyamane ghade. When we are moving that ghada from one place to another. Niyamane ghade. When we are making that ghada move from one place to another. Ghado niyeta. Actually what is moving there? Ghada is moving there. Na akasha. Akasha is not moving. But we are saying Ghadakasha is moving. No. Ghadakasha is not moving. Ghada is moving. Inside and outside akasha is there. In that akasha, ghada is moving. But without knowing this, we are saying Ghadakasha is moving. So the meaning of Ghadakasha is moving is Ghada is moving, never Akasha. The same is the case with Jiva. We are saying Jiva is going. Jiva is not going. Atma is not going or coming. What is going is body. Body is going. Body is coming. But seeing the movement of body, we are saying Atma is moving. That Atma has died. That Atma dead. He has gone. He has gone. No, body is going. Body is coming. And it is the nature of the body to come and go. It is the nature of the Ghada to move. So, in the moment of Ghada, we are saying Akasha is moving. Whereas the truth is Ghado Niyeta. Ghada is moving. Na Akashaha. Never Akasha is moving. Tatha Jivaha. Jivaha Nabhopamaha is like Nabha, Akasha. Nabhas means Akasha. Upama. Upama means Upama. You can equate Jiva with Ghada, not Jiva with Akasha. Jivo Ghadopama. So, like the Akasha, which is not at all moving, Jiva is not at all moving. Jiva can be compared with Akasha, never with Ghada. Body can be compared with Ghada. It will move, it will break. Body will go, body will come, body will break. But not Atma. It is like the moon. The reflections are many. Reflections are many, but moon is one. Moon is not coming and going. It is there. But as we remove the pot, reflections goes. When some movements come in the pot or water, reflection of the moon also moves. In the same way, Atma never comes and goes. It is like Akasha, which is all pervading. All pervading. And in that all pervading Akasha, Ghada is moving. Pot is moving. And we are saying Akasha is moving. That is our fault. So we have to correct that. Ghadavat vividhakaram bhidyamanam punah punaha tad bhagnam na cha janati sa janati cha nityashaha. Ghadavat vividhakaram bhidyamanam punah punaha tad bhagnam na cha janati sa janati cha nityashaha. Ghadavat vividhakara. Vividhakara. Like pots. Pots are of different shapes. Many shapes are there. Different types of pots are there. All made of one same mud. So, Ghadavat vividhakara. Ghadavat like Ghada. Ghadavat means like Ghada, pot, vividhakara, of different shapes, different forms, different shapes, akara. Bhidyamanam are being broken. Bhidyamanam, being broken.
Being
Broken. Bhidya, Bhidir, Chedana. Being broken, puna again and again, tad bhagnam nacha janadi sa janadi cha nityashaha. Tad bhagnam na janadi घटवद् विविधाकारं विद्यमानं पुनः पुनः तद् भग्नं न च जानाति स जानाति च नित्यशः तद् भग्नं that which is. There is some part of Veda, I think. Amritabindu Upanishad. Tad bhagnam na janati.
What is the verse number?
No, we can see that. Tad bhagnam. Tad means the akasham. You need not stop that.
It refers to pot. Yes. Bhagnam.
Bhagnam means pot. Pot is being broken. When that pot is broken, tad bhagnam na. Akasham is not broken. Akasham is not broken when pot is broken.
Akasha remains as it is.
Akasha is as it is.
This one I think is the same.
Tad bhagnam na cha janati, sa janati cha nityasha. Right, that is that. Tad bhagnam, that pot is broken. But tad bhagnam na, that akasha within that pot is not broken. Whereas pot is broken. Pot is broken, tad bhagnam. Sa janadi nityashaha. He is knowing nityashaha, always. Always he is staying and he is knowing. That is, when a pot is broken, the akasha, which was considered as limited by the pot, is not broken. Because actually the akasha was not limited. It was not covered, it was not limited. But it was considered to be covered by ignorant man. But when that pot is broken, that is not broken. What is not broken? Akasha is not broken. In the same way, when the body is broken, dead, Atma is not broken. Then Nityashaha, always, Sajanadi. He is there and he knows. He knows. That is, he is there in the form of Sat and he knows everything because he is Chit. That Sat and Chit Bhava is there and it is unbroken. It is non-breakable. Whereas body will be broken like the pot. And the Atma is like the Akasha, which is not breakable. That is the meaning. So we can think on that. The last line is not that much connected. We have to connect, make some connection.
Straight meaning is not possible.
Straight meaning is not there. So after some time we can see. Oh. Now 15th. So we have to complete today. No? No?
Yes,
Ah.
already.